Let's be honest for a moment. Have you ever noticed how the moment things start feeling too close, he suddenly finds a reason to step back? Or maybe you're wondering why every time there's a little space between you, she has to fill it immediately? Here's what most people don't understand. Men and women have completely different relationships with distance in love. For him, distance feels like freedom and safety. For her, distance feels like danger and disconnection. And neither one is wrong, but when you don't understand what's happening on the other side, this difference can destroy even the strongest relationships. It always seems to happen the same way. Things are going amazing. You're spending tons of time together, the connection feels deep, everything's flowing. And then, suddenly, he needs to go hang out with his boys, or he gets really into that project he's been putting off, or he just seems less available. Not in an obvious way, not like he's trying to hurt you, just a little more distant, a little harder to reach. And for her, that shift feels like an alarm going off. Wait, what happened? Where did he go? We were so close yesterday, and now it's like there's this wall between us that wasn't there before. So naturally, she tries to close that gap. She suggests plans. She reaches out more. She tries to recreate that closeness they just had because it felt so good, and now it's gone, and she doesn't understand why. But here's the cruel twist. The more she tries to close the distance, the more distance he seems to need. She's thinking, why is he pulling away from me? He's thinking, why can't she just let me breathe? And they're both right from their own perspective, but they're speaking completely different languages when it comes to what distance actually means. To him, creating distance is how he maintains the relationship. To her, closing distance is how she protects the relationship. And unless they understand this fundamental difference, they'll keep wounding each other without ever meaning to. I need you to understand something that might not make sense at first. When I create distance, I'm not running away from you. I'm running towards myself. Because here's what happens. When we get really close for a while, I start to lose track of where I end and where we begin. And that feeling of losing myself in us, it can rest with my sense of purpose. I love being close to you. I love those moments when we're completely connected, when everything feels easy and right. But if I stay in that space too long without coming up for air, I start feeling like I'm disappearing. Like I don't know who I am outside of being your boyfriend. Like all my interests, my friends, my identity, everything that makes me me is getting swallowed up by us. And I know that probably sounds selfish or hurtful, but it's not about you not being enough. It's about me needing to remember that I'm still a whole person on my own, that I still have things that are mine, that I can be in this relationship without losing myself in it. So I create distance. I go work on my car. I hit the gym. I spend a Saturday with my buddies doing absolutely nothing important. And in those moments, I'm not escaping you. I'm finding myself again so I can come back to you feeling whole. Because I can't be a good partner if I don't know who I am anymore. I can't show up for us if there's no me left. And I'm sorry that this looks like rejection to you. I'm sorry that when I need space, it feels like I'm choosing away from you instead of choosing towards myself. I wish I could make you understand that the distance I create is actually what allows me to love you better. It's how I recharge so I can show up fully instead of showing up empty and resentful. But I get it. I get that from your side, it just looks like I'm pulling away right when things were getting good. And I'm sorry I don't always explain that before I go.
You have no idea what it makes me feel like when you're distant. One day we're perfect, laughing, talking, connected in that way that makes me feel like this is it. This is what love is supposed to feel like. And then the next day you're gone. Not physically gone, but emotionally gone. You're busy with other things. You need guy time. You're focused on work or the gym or literally anything that isn't us. And my brain immediately goes to, What did I do? What changed? Why doesn't he want to be close to me anymore? Because here's what you don't understand. For me, closeness is what makes the relationship real. Distance doesn't feel like you taking care of yourself. It feels like the connection is breaking. It feels like we're losing what we just built. Every time you step back, every time you choose something else over spending time with me, it's like a little crack in the foundation. And I panic because I don't know if you're coming back or if this distance is just the beginning of you leaving. So I try to close it. I suggest we do something together. I reach out. I try to remind you of how good we are when we're close because I don't want to lose that. I don't want distance to become the new normal. And the thing that kills me is that the more I try to get close, the more you seem to need space. It's like I'm chasing you and you're running, and I don't understand why you're running when all I want is to be near you. Don't you want this? Don't you want us? Because from where I'm standing, if you loved me the way I love you, you wouldn't need distance. You'd want to be close all the time the way I do. But you don't. And that makes me feel like maybe I'm more invested in this than you are. Maybe I care more. Maybe you're already halfway out and just haven't told me yet. So I hold on tighter. I try harder to keep us connected. And I can see that it's pushing you further away. But I don't know what else to do. Because letting you go, giving you the distance you're asking for, that feels like giving up. That feels like accepting that we're not as close as I thought we were, that maybe we never will be. And I can't do that. I can't just watch you pull away and do nothing. So I reach and I reach and I reach, even though every part of me knows it's probably making things worse. Because trying and failing feels better than not trying at all.
Thank you for watching all the way to the end. Feel free to click on our other videos for similar content. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next one.